Hello, everyone. Once again, you are welcome to my channel. Today, as I did in the last lesson, I am drifting a little bit away from our usual literature. This is also a form of literature, but not the typical English literature. I've been looking at the standards for the Cambridge Young Learners of English Movers test, specifically the speaking test. And the last video, I introduced you to the basics of what your children or what you as a test taker is expected to do in your speaking test. Now, today, I'll be presenting a typical example of a standard uh, picture or standard set of pictures where you'll be looking at finding which is odd among four set of pictures. So, like I mentioned in the last video, the movers speaking test is in four parts. There is finding differences between two very similar pictures. There is trying to identify a particular picture that is odd among other set of pictures, and also telling a story from a series of pictures. So today we'll look at how to find the odd one out, and I'll try to post about 6, 7 different videos on this. So that's the heading. Now, if you move to the first slide we have here, we have a picture of a lemon followed by a pineapple, an open book, and an orange. Now, this may look very normal or very confusing or easy depending on your level and your understanding of this part of the speaking test. But when you look closely, all the intention or the purpose for this part is to help your child to think critically and also to be able to express himself or herself. So if you pay attention to all the pictures, I said picture 3 is different. The first question that the child needs to answer is which is odd or which is different. So looking at them, the lemon is picture 1, the pineapple is 2, the book or open book is 3, the orange is 4. So first the child needs to state which one is odd or different. So picture 3 is different or picture 3 is odd. Why is it odd? This is where the ability to express himself or herself in basic English is required. It's different because it's a book, but the others are fruits. And this first sentence is enough to score your child a good mark. But I proceeded to give the reason why I am saying that the book is different. So we can't eat a book, but we can eat fruits. So a fruit or fruit. Actually, fruit can be singular or plural, and fruits can also be plural depending on what you are looking at. So when we say that picture 3 is different, there are a lot of ways. So one thing I always teach my students, I try to let my students understand is that there is no single way of expressing yourself in this regard. There's no copy and paste or memorization here. It's just the basics. When the child gets the basics, it's easy. So the child can say picture 3 is different. It's different because it's a school supply or a school item, but the others are not school items. It's accepted. It's different because it's a book, but the others are fruits. It's accepted. It's different because it's a book we cannot eat, but the others are fruits we can eat. Either way, it's just a way of expressing yourself and you get to score your points. Moving on to the next slide, we have pictures. The first one is a picture of a sofa. Then we have a toothbrush, a bathtub or a bathtub, and a towel. Here, picture 1 is different. We are looking at rooms in the house where these items could be found. So it's different because it's a sofa that can be found in the living room, but the others are found in the bathroom. So a brush, uh, a bathtub, and a towel are usually expected to be found in the bathroom. Usually expected because there are real cases where people don't keep them in the bathroom, but they are usually meant to be in the bathroom. So that's basically what the child is supposed to do. Then the third one, we have a cat sleeping, a baby sleeping, a baby cot, or a stroller. Okay, that is it, a stroller, a baby cot. Then a young boy or a young man who just woke up and is stretching or yawning, and an old man in an armchair dozing off or sleeping. Now, looking at it, usually teach your child to identify similarities between three out of the four pictures. So in this case, we have picture three being different. It's different because he is not sleeping, but the others are sleeping. This is the obvious one. But I've always taught my kids that this is a speaking test. Your ability to express yourself is all the examiner is looking at. So it doesn't matter which one you say. For example, a child can say that picture one is different. It's different because it's an animal, but the others are people or humans. It's still correct because the animal is still odd among the others. So there's no, sometimes you may get more than one odd one, but the child is expected to point out only one. Then finally, we have an airplane, a panda, a helicopter, and a bird. So here, picture two is different. It's different because it's a panda, or because a panda can't fly, but the others can fly. So basically, that is what goes into the odd one out part of the speaking test or finding which is different. And in the next video, I'll add a little bit about some of the things that the child needs to look out for if the child find a difference. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.